Welcome back to another bag review by Dave Sam. Today we're going to shift gears a little bit away from backpacks and look at a sling bag. And honestly, for the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at slings, doing some comparisons, and seeing how those work. Today we're taking a look at another bag from Boundary Supply, the Rift Pack, which is one of the 3 bags that comes in the Aris travel system. And I actually have a little variation on it in that I got the camera insert. So we're gonna see how this is gonna be used for pretty specifically camera carry. For those of you asking, yes, I do love Boundary Supply products. I am very much into them, but unfortunately, no, they haven't paid me or sent me any of the bags just yet, but I think you guys are coming, right? Send me something, I'll review it. Before we jump into the review, I wanted to welcome everyone back to the channel. Thank you for those of you joining me again. For those of you joining me for the first time, much appreciated. If you wouldn't mind, go down there, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, get notified, but most importantly, go down like right now and like. Alright, if you're familiar with a Dave Sam review, we're going to start with the outside of the bag, and as usual, all black everything from the materials used to the zippers, zipper pulls, straps, and even the mesh lining on the back here. It does come in 3 different colorways. This black one, a like burnt orange color, and then an olive color, which all 3 look really, really nice, I think. They're all meant to work with the Aris travel system, and you even see on their website that they'll mix and match colors, which makes it look like a funky kind of bag system, but it's very interesting at least. The materials feel premium all the way around, which is just in line with everything that Boundary Supply does. They use a 400D nylon for this outside material. It's a little bit loud. You can kind of hear it. Yeah. Little ASMR for you. You can kind of hear it on the outside there. And then they use YKK zippers all the way around. They have these Storm Guard zips on the outside. They've got these aluminum G-hooks here. Nylon webbing for all the straps all the way around, and then some Velcro and some buttons back here. I don't know what this mesh is, but it's very comfortable. Really, really nice. Plastic buckles along the bottom here. Overall, it feels extremely weatherproof. It's got a lot of these nylon loops on the outside as well for hanging carabiners off of, or potentially even moving these straps to hang off of in different areas or different directions. I found the harness and strap system to be really comfortable to use overall. The mesh on the back is secured on the back and kind of folds down so you can hide the strap, which is really interesting. But the mesh on the back here has a little bit of cushion to it and a little bit of give, which makes it pretty comfortable overall. I would say though, they use a plastic seatbelt buckle or a plastic buckle here. I would have liked to have seen something magnetic potentially. I know it adds maybe a little bit of weight, but it is a little more functional and definitely a little more fun to use. I'm thinking of like a little fidget mechanism, which I definitely do on some of my magnetic sling bags. The bag is really easy to wear as a sling or a fanny. Transitions really, really nicely. Though I would say tightening the straps is probably the hardest part. But overall, pretty quick transition. And now we're in fanny mode. I have this bag completely packed out, and even with the heavy carry of kind of the camera insert, camera, and some additional gear, it was really comfortable to hold all day. I had no problems taking this around with all my gear. Behind the back panel, you see a couple of plastic buckles here. These are meant to attach to the Aris system, so you're gonna find a couple of different attachment points here that are really meant to help secure to the Aris system, like these lash hooks and these G hooks here. All of these are really meant for that purpose. So if you don't have the Air system, some of them aren't going to make sense. You might want to just remove these altogether. They basically just add a tiny fraction of weight. On the bottom of the bag here, I have these lash straps that I'm using just to carry my tripod. But these can also be hidden or removed altogether if you don't want to use them, again, just to save a little bit of weight overall. Shifting gears to the inside of the bag, at the top of the bag there is a locking YKK zipper, which takes you into a flat compartment here, which I basically only used to carry my phone. This fit my iPhone 12. I also have an older iPhone 11 Pro Max, the bigger one, that fit in here with a case. You do have to get a little creative with the way you insert the phone, but it fit in here with plenty of room to spare, to be honest. The Rift Pack comes in at 3 liters for that main compartment of the bag. How that's calculated sometimes a little funky, but I found it to be big enough. And like I mentioned, I got this specifically for the camera insert. I wanted to use this for camera carry, and it seemed like it would be honestly kind of perfect for that light camera setup. And in all honesty, it did not disappoint. Inside the bag, I was able to fit mirrorless camera, extra battery, some mobile sound, a little bit of lighting, a top handle, and a mini tripod slash kind of vlogging handle. With the camera insert inside, you can see it basically turns the inside of the bag into a black bag, but it does add this nice rigidity to the outside of the bag. So adds that padding, adds that rigidity, and allows you to kind of compartmentalize within the bag, which is really, really nice. And that was everything inside the bag. Now, let me just... This is the camera insert, which is a pretty simple mechanism to add a little padding basically to this bag. It's super, super thin without this kind of padding in here. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend carrying a camera, or at least an expensive camera that you really care about, in here without something like a camera insert, but ultimately it fits in just perfectly. This camera insert also comes with a couple of dividers, as well as this Velcro piece that, everything's Velcro, that also has this kind of performance stretch mesh with some room for a couple of SD cards. So I found this to be really, really helpful as well. And you'll see on the inside of the bag, there's not a ton of organization. Inside the bag, it is basically just a big hole. 3 liters exactly. It's got one pocket in the back, which is a stretch mesh pocket that has a zipper on it. So you can secure some things in the back. It definitely has some nice feel and some nice dimension to it. It does have a good stretch. And then the rest of the bag is, like I said, just kind of a big hole. The Rift Pack from Boundary Supply is another great installment that ultimately keeps with their culture of versatility and building bags that can really go anywhere. If you're in the market for a good sling that can carry a ton and doubles as a camera cube, I highly recommend the Rift Pack, especially if you can get over some of the loudness of the materials. Additionally, if you have the main Aris bag, it's an easy complement. It's a no-brainer to purchase to get with it. Camera cube, maybe not. On the other hand, if you are somebody that likes having pockets, organization, room for everything, or a place for everything, this is probably not going to be the sling for you. Like I mentioned earlier, it is basically just kind of a big hole with a zipper on it. So you're going to be kind of just throwing things in there. I definitely recommend this bag at $79 with another $34 for the camera insert. Seems like a no-brainer if you like to go with a minimal camera carry or a minimal day pack of camera carry. Let me know what you think of the Rift Pack down below, and while you're down there, let me know what other slings you might be interested in seeing over the next few weeks. I definitely have a few on the slate, so you're going to be seeing quite a few more. And while you're down there commenting, don't forget to like and subscribe, but especially like. Thanks for watching another bag review by Dave Sam. Be sure to check out the channel over the next few weeks. We're gonna be checking out slings, and we're gonna be prepping for summer. So, you know, we're gonna have fewer pockets and just as much to carry. Let me know what you think. Peace.